Miracle on Ice, the greatest sports moment of American history. Let's react. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell for notification.
Value of a top ticket for tonight's game, $67.20. Outside, they're exchanging hands at 3 times the face value.
The late 60s and early 70s, we were a fractured country in terms of Vietnam.
You need to disperse immediately or you will be subject to
Ooh, wow, rough cutters.
Patriotism was not really in vogue.
The American embassy in Tehran is in the hands of Muslim students tonight.
The defining moment of the late 70s for Americans was the hostage crisis.
Our hostages were being held in Iran. The country wasn't very happy with Jimmy Carter. We really didn't feel that good about each other as a country. And so you have all this confluence of events taking place.
And it puts in perspective what it meant for the country, what the country was going through at the time.
That was like the Cold War era, man. USA against the Soviet Union.
The Cold War and the height of it.
Man, such a crazy time it was. People think that we live in crazy times right now, but they forgot about the 60s, man, when the Soviet Union brought rockets to Cuba and they were ready to start the atomic war against USA. Man, that was I could not imagine living in that time or living in the world during the World War II, man. That was even more crazier time, in my opinion, than what's happening now in the world.
It's really something that has become much more than a hockey game, and it became a political and social and economic statement.
Somebody wrote that the ice will melt and turn to gold before the U.S. wins a game like this.
And a bunch of college kids, basically, in effect, meeting an amateur team, but we all knew what they were. They were all listed as soldiers in the Soviet team, but they were hockey players. They were the best hockey players in the world.
The Soviets, looming in the medal round, with an undefeated record and overflowing confidence.
We were going to those Olympics thinking that it was going to be a cakewalk.
Well, right now, I think the Russians are the greatest hockey team in the world.
Why did USA gather students, not professional players, to play at Olympic Games? I mean, they knew that there will be Russians there, and Russians was back in the day the Red Machine who were winning everybody, literally. They had Tretyak at the goal and other great players, you know, Harlamov.
Do you guys feel like you were actually soldiers more than you were hockey players? And was this kind of a representation of the Cold War?
Against the Soviets. Buzz Snyder losing it. A slap shot, and it was deflected in from the point. The Soviet Union takes a 1-0 lead.
Oh, yes. So this guy, he was the coach of the Soviet team, and also he was a former KGB officer, and also he was the Dynamo Riga coach, and Dynamo Riga is a local team here in Riga. And one of the reasons why we have such a great hockey team Latvia, by the way, we played against USA on the World Hockey Championship, and we won 4-2. It's because of our Soviet past, because of Dynamo Riga, and because of this guy over here. Imagine that.
Assembled by coach Herb Brooks from the University League.
Herb's goal was to get them to focus their hatred on him and be unified and become one.
If you hate one person more, it brings you together.
He would tell me he was trying to put together an American style of hockey that would reflect who America is.
In the tournament thus far, outside of Pervukin, number 5.
Wow, what a support from the crowd.
Havlik taking it away to the U.S. Havlik up ahead to Snyder. Shot goes in on Snyder.
Let's go.
What a shot.
Let's go.
That's the type of goal you don't expect somebody like Tretiak to give up. And the United States ties the game at 14:03 in the third.
Listen, Tretyak was the best goalkeeper in the world at that moment. The goalkeeper of the Soviet Union, I mean.
Comes back the other way to the Soviet Union. Golikov, number 23, leaving it for Makarov. He tried to get it back to Golikov, then gets it back and scores. Deflected off the American defenseman, and the Soviets take the lead 2-1.
We were way stronger.
Makarov.
Nobody ever doubted that. We were professionals, and they were just students.
These guys obviously had played together for years and years, and they were a machine.
We had a bunch of college kids, ages 19, 20, 21, taking on this professional team.
You know, if it's only like 3-1, that's about all we can ask for.
I'm sickened.
Soviet Union team was not just professionals. The team was piece of art. They were moving like a solid body. You know, they were one. They were not team. They were just one body that like communicated with each other, like with the sixth sense.
Tired of hearing about what a great hockey team the Soviets had.
Long shot, the easy save by Tretiak, but Johnson is there. And scores with 1 second to play in the period. Right now the clock shows nothing, but it was stopped at 1 when we looked up as the goal was scored.
And the United States have equalized. Chechak did not look too good.
Big goal for the U.S. team. Ken Morrow took the shot.
That Russian coach went berserk. He took Tretiak out and he never put him back in.
Tiag, who was the Soviet Union goalie, and I think universally considered to be one of the best ever to play the game.
There's the horn. That is the official end of the first period after it had looked for a fleeting moment as if Keisler might not allow the goal. He does.
This was so much more than a game, wasn't it? I mean, this was really, I don't think it's an understatement to say this was freedom versus communism.
You knew that game was huge as it was unfolding.
You know, the U.S. had no chance to beat the Soviets.
None.
The Soviets dominated the play because they outshot the U.S. 39-16.
That's impressive.
The U.S. trailed 3 separate times.
It was like thunder. The energy, I think, could have sustained for 9 periods of hockey.
Soviets take the lead in the second period, and they outshoot the U.S. in the second period, something like 15-3.
So much contested only once thus far. The Americans with perhaps their final rush on this power play opportunity. 13 seconds left in the penalty.
Oh my gosh, I can feel the atmosphere right here sitting through the screen, man. I have a goosebumps right here.
Country was looking for something to rally against.
Wow, amazing. Such a prideful moment. Oh my gosh.
For earthquakes.
The game is not won yet, but it's 3-3 against the Red Machine. Are you kidding me, man? This is unbelievable what our guys are doing. Probably these thoughts were going through the head of every American who was watching this match. They were like, oh, I love our guys. Come on, guys, we can do it. We can do it.
May have been rockier than San Francisco.
You know, all of a sudden it's 3-3 and the place is going crazy.
What are we seeing here? Can this really be?
Well, here's where the game becomes a little bit painful. The 1980s have been born in turmoil, strife, and change. They want the enthusiasm, but they also want the control. And they've got to find the proper balance.
This young team, this fuzzy cheek group, and it just brought everybody together in a way. It kind of galvanized the country, and it made you want to hug your television set.
That's amazing. When your country win like that, that's amazing. I know these feelings. I absolutely know these feelings.
The team that had won Olympic gold every time since 1964.
Seemingly no one, certainly not a bunch of college kids, could stop them.
That's incredible. Incredible.
5:46 remaining in the game. The United States on top.
Tonight, we skate.
With 4:55 remaining in the third period.
Tonight, we stay with them.
225, 224.
We shut them down because we can.
That final, I want to say 30 seconds, just, it was this kind of sporting event.
Johnson over to Ramsey. Big Lebanon gets checked by Ramsey. McClanahan is there. The puck is still loose. 11 seconds. You've got 10 seconds. The countdown going on right now. Morrow up to Silk. 5 seconds left in the game. Do you believe in miracles? Yes! Unbelievable.
And the United States have beaten the Soviet Union. I have never seen such scenes in all my life.
Listen to this crowd.
That's fantastic. I mean,
This capacity crowd has seen the most exciting event here at the 13th Winter Olympics. They're going crazy out there. They're jumping up and down, while the Russians, on the other hand, are just
that's such a happiness. It's unbelievable happiness.
What was it that you guys are thinking as you're waiting on the blue line? And Tretiak said they looked like the happiest people in the world. We wished we were them.
Bobby Eddie tells us he was in a restaurant called Jimmy's across from our hotel when the result was announced there, and he said all the people in the place spontaneously stood up and sang our national anthem.
I went outside and I saw fireworks and I saw people dancing in the streets in Lake Placid.
We are proud now to present the victors in the ice hockey competition.
I remember how uplifted the country felt. It was like putting a man on the moon. It was like, we can do anything. If we can beat the Russians in hockey, we can beat poverty.
To be able to bring a country together, not so much just, the sporting nation, but the entire country.
This was such a unique event, something that had never happened before. I can't imagine a scenario where it's going to happen again.
The game, forever dubbed the Miracle on Ice, a win for the ages, spanning beyond sports.
It's difficult to overstate the importance of the miracle on ice. It's been credited with everything from Hollywood's obsession with sports movies to a rebirth of national pride in America and the United States.
Such a prideful moment for Americans to win this machine that has standards of winning every single Olympic Games, the unstoppable machine. In thoughts, like literally nobody thought that they're gonna win, but they did it. They did it. They were able, bunch of students, not even professional players. And that's so incredible. Everything is possible in this world. If you believe, everything is possible. And they believed.
1980s. I mean, it just made the country feel so much better about itself.
I'm a prideful supporter of Team Latvia in hockey. We love our team. We are a country of 2 million people, and we fight every year with the countries like USA, Canada, and other big hockey countries, and we give them hell every time. Every time, our small country of 2 million people. And literally 3 years ago, we won a medal against USA for the third place we played, and that was an incredible match. We won, and I cried like a baby, because I'm supporting my team for 20 years already. 20 years of pain, of losing, and hanging on in the elite group, and we did it finally 3 years ago. We were able to beat Czech Republic, Sweden, USA. We almost beat Canada with 0 NHL players. 0 NHL players. Literally, nobody came from NHL to help. And we did it, man. We did it. So that's why I understand how proud you were of your country. We were proud also. And that was amazing. One of the best feelings in my life, when you were waiting for that so long, for 20 years. Man, that was phenomenal. When the Latvian hockey team arrived from the championship with a medal, our government made official day off for everybody. So 40,000 people gathered in a city center to celebrate our medal. So I'm proud of my team. I'm proud of my country that they created such a good hockey team, Thank you for another prideful moment. And hope you enjoyed the reaction. See you in next reaction videos. Bye.